Come join a caravan of climate-minded comedians as we journey to some of America's most ancient
and weirdly, most recent natural wonders
to learn a thing or two about not utterly destroying the planet we call home. Our cars are powered by electricity.
Our cameras are powered by the sun.
And we are powered by gas station energy drinks.
This is the Electric Caravan.
With our time in the Sequoias complete, we're headed down the mountain through the dual power of regenerative braking and graphic effects that answers the question, what if Indiana Jones was directed by Google Maps? Our goal? California's Central Valley, which in the spring of 2023 found itself haunted by a monstrous topographical feature. But what, you may ask? A Vampire Hill? A Goblin Pond? A Werewolf Plateau?
A ghost lake.
A ghost lake.
Ghost lake.
That's right, a ghost lake!
This most moist of ghosts is Tulare Lake, which was once the largest body of fresh water west of the Mississippi. At nearly 700 square miles, Tulare Lake and the surrounding wetlands was a vibrant ecosystem, supporting huge populations of flora, fauna, and what was perhaps the largest population of Native Americans north of Mexico.
When American settlers started entering the area in the 1800s, they began an active draining campaign for 1, agriculture, and 2, 3, 4, and 5, native displacement. The lake disappeared completely during the 1899 drought, but not before uttering this very cryptic and very real message.
Until you do right by me, everything you think about is gonna crumble.
Whoopi came back with a vengeance on that one. Now, this ghost lake has returned and is creating very real damage in the Central Valley, submerging tens and thousands of America's most critical cropland underwater, even as the same area struggles with drought.
So yeah, we're pulling up to this farm. Yeah, the Haddison Farm. Apparently he's been serving on the board of this water district for the last 50 years.
He's gonna be like the bubble gum of water. So many ways you can have water: ice water,
Blood water,
room temperature water,
cold water, hot water, evaporating water,
boiling water.
Hello, sir.
Hello there.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
Brad,
Pleasure
Brad.
to meet you.
David.
David.
Very nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us.
Oh yeah, my pleasure. My name is John Haddison. Been on the Empire West Side Irrigation District Board for about 40 years plus. The Empire West Side Irrigation District comprises of about 7,500 acres of land. So we have a lot of drought years, and once in a while we have a nice big wet year like this. My reporting now is about 257% of average for the year. There's a lot of snow up there, and so we're just waiting for it to come down.
That's what you see every day. It's giving a big Bob Ross energy, you know?
Yeah.
A little happy tree. Yeah, a little happy tree.
Yeah, so as the ranger was telling us, any place above 7,000 feet got anywhere between 6 and 60 feet of snow. As of 2 weeks ago, only 25% of the snowpack had melted, and now it is melting quite rapidly.
All this rapidly melting snow is gonna create like cool streams, right?
Yeah. And that's like a good thing, right?
That's good. What do you mean? Why'd your voice do that?
Yeah.
Streams aren't cool?
Not so much the streams are pretty cool, it's just where the streams go.
You bring your bathing suits?
Yeah.
All right, okay, well let's go take a look. It's probably about 3 miles from us here. As the crow flies is the big Tulare Lake. And when I take you guys down there and show it to you, you're gonna be amazed because you can't see the other end of it.
I live right by Lake Michigan, and this is, like you said, it seems unending.
Yeah, it does. Because when I left last week, it was about 330-some thousand acre feet up Pine Flat. Today it's 365,000 acre feet.
I'm having a hard time just comprehending the amount of water that is moving.
An acre-foot is defined as the volume of water required to cover 1 acre of land to a depth of 1 foot, and is equivalent to 325,851 gallons of water. At its peak, Tulare Lake covered about 120,000 acres of land, or about 10% of Kings County, with an estimated 200 billion gallons of water, or enough water to cover the city of Los Angeles' water usage for over a year.
What do you guys think?
So it's kind of blowing my mind that like at some point I could come back to the same spot.
It'll be gone.
It'll be gone. Yeah.
With the amount of water that's here, 2 to 3 years before this is dried out again?
It will look smaller.
A lot of folks in the newspaper have been calling this a phantom lake. Does anybody else call this a phantom lake?
Not really, just the
Great.
city people.
Great, awesome.
I got really excited. We could be like Shaggy and Scooby-Doo and pulling off a mask and figuring out who did this.
Oh man, if you pull the mask out, it's just gonna be a snowman.
As long as we get sandwiches at the end, I'm good.
Tulare Lake was once the largest lake west of the Mississippi, comprising over 790 square miles in Central California. To put that in perspective, that's about 1/12 the size of Lake Erie. Wait, why are we saying 1/12 the size of Lake Erie?
Because Lake Erie is like really big.
Yeah, but we're trying to say Tulare Lake is really big. Saying that makes it seem like it's really small.
Yeah, well, it is really small when you compare it to Lake Erie.
So why are we comparing it to Lake Erie at all?
Well, because it's got,
Because it's all that Cleveland has.
well,
Okay. We could have said that it was 34 Manhattans, or most of a Luxembourg, or 117,775 Walmart supercenters.
Dude, why do you hate Lake Erie so much?
yeah, man, everyone thinks it's a great lake.
God damn it.
Oh, you know, because the Phantom Lake and Lake Erie is Erie. You get it now?
I hate you all.
Thanks to unprecedented snowfall from atmospheric rivers through late March, the lake has reemerged. It's come back stronger than Tom Brady did against the Falcons in the Super Bowl. They didn't pay me enough for that line.
Tulare Lake has been called the Phantom Lake, or the lake that just won't die, almost like it's the Eye of Sauron or my adult acne. It's a little too wet to be Mordor, though the adult acne is kind of accurate. It's definitely got some flare-ups. The similarities are there.
Tulare Lake began to reemerge after huge atmospheric rivers created a lot of snowpack in the Sierra Nevada. And I don't know what an atmospheric river is, but I apparently need to know what an atmospheric river is because meteorologists keep saying it all the time. And they must have so much fun every time there is a new disaster because they just get to whip out new terminology. Atmospheric rivers, thunder snow, arsenic tornadoes. That's coming soon, Salt Lake City. Looking forward to that album dropping in 2 years.
As of April 2023, Tulare Lake can now be seen from space, just like some of our other cherished world landmarks, like the Great Pacific Garbage Patch or the Great Chilean Clothes Pile.
Because of the high clay content in the soil, the groundwater replenishes at a much slower rate than any reservoirs or bodies of water. Because of that, communities can be in both drought emergencies and flood emergencies at the same time, which is kind of like the opposite of having your cake and eating it too. It's sort of like having no cake and also drowning in cake. And that is not the best simile, but it is the most cake-centric. This century, California and all of the American West has been experiencing a mega drought. Specifically, the driest 2 decades in the past 1,200 years. And while the Central Valley produces 25% of our nation's food, a recent NASA study found that farming in the valley overtapped aquifers by about 7 million acre-feet every year, which is nearly half the volume of the Colorado River. They've drained so much that the valley itself has sunk 28 feet.
That was until 2023, when atmospheric rivers pummeled California with over 78 trillion gallons of precipitation. Problem solved, right? Wrong. This is a nature documentary. You should know by now, problems are never solved.
While it goes a long way to replenish reservoirs, the valley's clay soil makes it hard for water to permeate. So despite the state's best efforts, much of the water will run right back into the sea, after it's been polluted by farming chemicals, of course. But what's worse, rather than these natural forces coming into beautiful balance, like the end of Moana, it actually just means that communities are battling flood emergencies and drought emergencies at the same time.
So to wrap it up, California used to have a bunch of water above ground, but they drained it so that they could farm above ground. But then that farming went and drained all of the water below ground, to the point that soon they won't be able to farm above ground. But now there's a bunch of water above ground, which could eventually refill all the water below ground, but only if we don't farm on it, which we are, so we're gonna drain all the water above ground and ensure that it doesn't go below ground. Also ensuring that pretty soon we can't farm at all.
It looks beautiful, but I understand that there's good and bad with it. Water kind of does what it wants. So whether or not it's supposed to be here or not is not up to us. You know, it's like what we do with it. At least that's the way I look at it.
I look at it as really a gift for us because last year at my place we couldn't plant anything because there's no water.
I'm telling you, John, right now the investment strategy is pontoon boats, floating dock, tubing,
kayak rentals.
Yeah, it's an agricultural calamity, but with a Ferris wheel, it's a tourist destination.
John, we just want to thank you for showing us around, being our tour guide.
Okay, you're sure welcome.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I never knew that there could be so much water flowing into places that there shouldn't be water.
Yes.
Next time I'm bringing my pontoon boat, though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so windy and I'm so torn. We are on the north side of the lake, and right now we have enough charge to make it to two different charging stations. One is southwest of us, the other is southeast of us. So we're kind of like in the middle of the lake right now, but it is flooded a lot more to the east and south of us. So we can either turn around right now and head towards Kettleman City, or we can continue going east to 43, and then there is a charging spot south of Angelina. I don't know what to do. Either way, we're driving away from electricity.
Either way, we're driving towards electricity.
Well, yeah, but away from one of them. We need to make a choice.
You gotta make the choice, Ben.
And we have 73 miles right now, or something like that. I feel like going towards Hems Corner and Cochrane is the way to go. Then we can shoot down 43 south.
Okay. Look good.
Hey, let's get David and mount up. Just either way, it doesn't feel good.
As we started to drive away, I couldn't help feeling like we were getting a taste of what the communities surrounding Tulare Lake were going through. We were uncertain about the future, but we knew that we were running out of time.
To get another perspective, we called up my friend, and by friend, I mean a nice lady who interviewed me once, Guardian LA Times climate journalist, Kate Gammon.
We're living in times where things are coming and going at such a fast speed that, like, our human mind almost struggles to understand what it means that something is there for a while and it's gone. What needs to be done is to find a new way to live with the water when it comes. We have to be nimbler to adjust our system and be able to recharge the groundwater. So if there's a way to funnel the water back there to, that's like your bank of water for the future, I think that's going to be a much more sustainable solution than simply more advanced.
Kate makes a great point. But if we gotta be nimble, we also gotta be quick. In order to prevent the Central Valley from becoming a sequel to Doom, California's groundwater regulations will require retiring somewhere between 500,000 and 1 million acres of farmland by 2040. The historical size of Tulare Lake was 750,000 acres. And standing out on the edge of the lake, it seems like the simplest answer is to quote this random choir of Russian sailors, "Let it be."
Let it be.
It's important to know that allowing the lake to return would have drastic effects on both our food system and small farmers' way of life. But it's also important to know that if things don't change, our food system is going to get hit regardless, and that the vast majority of Tulare Lake's original acreage just happens to be owned by one of the largest industrial farms in the country. Now, some farmers in the area are working on intentional flooding processes to refill their aquifers known as on-farm recharge. And while that could be promising, it can often feel like nearly everywhere in our society, we're working so hard to make sustainable what is, in the end, an unsustainable way of life.
But we're also pretty sure that trying to get to the bottom of water rights in the Central Valley is how Jack Nicholson got his nose cut in Chinatown, so maybe we'll just leave it here.
You know what happens to nosy fellows? They lose their noses.
After all, as is often the case with humanity, we can't devote much time unfucking our future because we're too busy trying to unfuck our present.
We are in a quagmire right now.
I think we should go back. Can we go back?
How much charge do we have?
We have 49 miles.
Everything south of us is lake right now. If we get to 43, we can get to chargers that can at least get us enough to get what we need.
Holy shit. This lake is so big. Highway 43 is closed south of Corcoran due to flooding.
Okay, so we have to double back.
Yeah, we have to double back. Let's go to Corcoran.
All right, we gotta double back.
Okay, I'm doubling back.
Well, it says that we get there with 3 miles to spare. We're gonna roll the dice.
Yeah, baby. Let's do it.
Kyle, do you want to drive? I'm toured with driving because I feel like if I drive, I'll feel a little more at ease, but then be responsible if we run out of energy. But if you drive and we run out, I'll have someone to blame. So it's pros and cons for both of them.
How many miles? We're at like 29.
29?
Yes.
Stop right now. Just stop right now. Stop right now.
I'm just reading here that if we go all the way to 0, this thing might not turn back on. I think we got to go back to Stratford.
Okay. Stratford doesn't have a charging.
It has a slow one. This is what we've been dreading the whole trip, having to double back. But luckily, we weren't so far away that we weren't able to find enough slower chargers to finally get us where we need to go.
Check it out. Oh, it's so good to see you guys.
Oh my gosh, we have 9 miles of range left. We got just enough to get here, and now we gotta do it all over again. There's bound to be one time during the trip that we ran out. So I'm just glad this happened today when we weren't stranded on a mountain. As much as I'd love to see David Perdue take an Uber from the top of National Park home, I'm glad that didn't have to happen.
Believe me, it would have happened. I'd have been gone. I'd have put one last, anybody want to go with? I would say it once, not twice. But I was like, anybody want to go? Okay, cool. I had several contingency plans. Several.
So did we. Our contingency plan was
It didn't feel like
freak out.
Kyle's contingency plan was freak the fuck out.
I was calm, cool, and collected.
You were absolutely not.
With our one charging mishap in our rearview mirror, we took to the road once again, retracing our steps through the Central Valley and into the El Segundo Mountains on the final leg of the journey.
This trip was nothing that I expected, and that's because there were no expectations to be had. I just got up and decided to say yes, to see some trees I never thought I would see, to hang out with some people I pretty much had just met, and to experience life and the beauty of nature up close. And I got all of those things. I made some friends along the way and saw some things that I'm very happy to say I saw, and some things that will give me nightmares.
As this adventure comes to a close, I'm struck by how hard it is to capture the rapture of America's national parks in the moment. It's only looking back that we are able to appreciate what they've taught us. Many times on this journey, we've had to adapt as we've encountered the real-time cause and effects of climate change, but through it all, it demonstrated our resiliency, that we can shift to meet a planet in flux. As the Sierra Nevadas drift away in our rear view, I'm reminded of how important it is that people have the opportunity to go out and explore the wilderness. Because it's only when we come out of the forest that we can truly realize how we've been changed.
California is a land of extremes. The driest droughts, the wettest floods, the hottest fires, the most stunning beauty, and the shittiest Walmart parking lots. And because of that, it's a canary in the coal mine for climate realities that so much of our nation will face, and in many cases is already facing. But as we drive back in an electric vehicle that honestly kind of kicked ass in the mountains and didn't break down on the side of the road, so it feels like we're getting there. Even though, objectively, it would make more sense if we were getting there by train.
So, I don't know, how do you feel? Do you feel like America electrified you?
Whew. I don't know.
Loaded question.
I'm gonna be honest. No, it did not. But that doesn't mean it can't. The bones are there. The ability's there. Right now, we don't have it yet. This whole trip has let me know that the infrastructure for EVs is, I'm not gonna say terrible, but that's what I mean if I said any other word. It's not good. And also, make it so where people can like pee and chill and stuff. Like, I don't know, it's a mad opportunity to like get people to this community.
Everything that we dealt with was not entirely like a judgment on the infrastructure of charging. It was also an exploration of like how taxing upon every type of infrastructure the huge swings of climate change, and particularly the snowpack and melt are.
And like so many places in America, really built for cars, not built for people. Where are the chairs? Where's the masseuse? Where's like somebody playing smooth jazz?
Like, it could be a piano, it could be a Kenny G situation, just a little smooth jazz. Honestly, yeah, smooth jazz is really my biggest.
I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
Isn't it more pleasant?
That did make
Everything
it better.
immediately
Everything
feels
is
possible.
a bit more pleasant.
I'm super proud of the vehicles. I think that they really, we threw everything but the kitchen sink at them, and they were able to hold up and maintain the charge and get us where we need to go with only just a couple bumps along the way. Very cool application that you can do the EV road trip if you plan. If you plan extensively and you have plans for those plans.
10 years, I think these cars will have more range, and these trips will be a lot easier. Not to say this was impossible. Clearly, we did it. I don't want to rain on the parade. I just, I have my own personal moments of doubt. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have my own personal moments of doubt.
Also, we should note it was also a hell of a lot cheaper.
Yes,
it was
a lot cheaper.
I said for 8 days on the road,
8 days,
we spent probably a quarter of what we would have spent on 2 vehicles traveling. I think just under 1,000 miles round trip.
Can't beat that.
And if there were chairs and more smooth jazz, I think it would have been so much more pleasant. Well, it looks like our charge is just about done, and so is this road trip. All right.
Oh, I can't wait. Shout out to the 3 black people I saw. I'll never forget you.
I'll be right back.
All right, guys, it looks like we have officially lost the light. Let's wrap the cameras and everybody meet me on trail.
For a hiking song, onward we go, onward we go, onward we go, onward we go, towards a destination we may never know, able to traverse any obstacle we meet, even if we may or may not have any feet. Onward we go, onward we go.